What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition to my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're talking about Batman Detective Comics, issue number 1096. This one's written by Tom Taylor, with artwork by Mikel Janín, or Janin, however you pronounce it. And this is the final part of this first story arc that Taylor's been working on with the whole Osima thing and Joe Chill's daughter and the kids and their blood being used to create kind of a youth serum and all that stuff. This is the end of that storyline. So as the issue opens up, we pick up right where we left off last time, where we had the explosion at the headquarters where Scarlet was at, and basically it involved Batman saving her. Comes to find out that she was like proven innocent of his view of her being a Sama, but then he comes to find out that it's none other than her mother, which was pretty much like the main suspect I had going into this thing. I thought it would have been kind of wild if Martha Wayne was behind the whole thing, but I guess she's not. So let's know the situation. Comes to find out that Joe Chill is also trapped in the building, and they're also other various members of the Bat family are working on the prison where they've been experimenting on these kids who, did commit crimes, but Batman's like, look, people deserve second chances. They need a better guiding system so that they don't fall back into these, criminal patterns. Because, kids make mistakes. Sometimes some things you can't move on from, but in other instances, they have potential to grow and become better because, redemption's a real thing. So, yeah, so various members of the Bat family. Dick Grayson's not here. Obviously, he's off in Bloodhaven, which is fine. Taylor spent a lot of time writing Nightwing, so he's going to write other members of the Bat family. So you have Babs, you have Steph who shows up, you have Damian, you have Tim, you have Red Hood, you have Duke. I guess Cass is off in her Batgirl adventures, and they all go right there on, the prison for the kids, and they pretty much just enact their own form of justice. Bruce goes to try and find out where Joe Chill is at, and Asima has him in place. She's like, oh, I'm not here to kill him. I'm here to, be here for the moment when you watch him die. Like, he should have died all this time ago. But it ties back into what Thomas Wayne said, that despite everything, he's a doctor and he made a vow to help people no matter kind of who they were. So that's actually an interesting way to kind of look at the no-kill rule, or why Batman saves people, because it really mirrors that of his father as a doctor. He made a vow to help save lives, even if, maybe some people don't seemingly necessarily deserve it. That's just, the doctor's oath. So I thought that was kind of a nice touch to kind of tie it in. Eventually, she is apprehended for the thing. Joe Chill is seemingly saved, and the kids are saved too, and the warden for the prison there, the juvenile center or whatever you want to call it, gets apprehended, and Damian has his moment too. It's fortunate you have so much experience with prisons, warden. We'll make sure you spend a lot of time in one. So that's a nice little touch, showcasing his sass and all that too a little bit. But yeah, so it was nice that they got utilized. Bruce is there. He talks with Scarlet. He's like, hey, so we know who your father is. She knows who he is now too. She was sorry about what her dad had done to Bruce's parents, and also now we have this kind of awkward thing, hey, didn't we do it too? Yeah, we'll just let's water under the bridge. Let's work together. We got to shut down your company for what it did, obviously, but let's open some stuff. Let's help these kids and give them a second chance. So nice little touch, wraps itself up, and then we get the epilogue where somebody goes to visit Asima and tells her about the elixir thing, and bad stuff is on the way, basically. That's kind of the epilogue for this thing. So overall consensus, I think this is a pretty solid start for the Detective Comics run. The reveal of who Asima was isn't necessarily the most surprising. I kind of figured it was probably the mom. If it's not Scarlet, it's the mom. And if you really want to throw something wild out there, it could have been Martha Wayne, but because she was enacting some sort of justice, revenge for what happened to her and all that other stuff. So, but like I said, pretty decent stuff overall. The Mikel Janín or Janet artwork looks pretty solid throughout the comic book, and I thought this was a pretty decent first arc for Tom Taylor writer Detective Comics. It's definitely more entertaining than a lot of the stuff he did under Nightwing, but again, this is only arc number 1. We got to see how it all kind of unfolds as the series progresses. I also appreciate he's not afraid to use other members of the Bat family member too, because sometimes with some of these series they get pigeonholed, just okay, we can only use one here, and then we forget about everyone else. Here at least it remembers that they exist. Obviously Dick, he wrote for a while, so he's off in Bloodhaven, and Cass is off in her Batgirl adventures right now, but he remembered, okay, Dukes exists, let me use him. Tim's used, of course, Steph and Babs and all them, so that's nice too. So yeah, overall consensus, did like this one. Pretty solid stuff overall. And I'm curious to see what this whole elixir thing is, and if Asima is going to rat out Bruce Wayne now that she knows his identity. But only time will tell. So, yep, that's all I have to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.